Welcome to the all-new Sports Visions on Bounce TV and to our worldwide web viewers on www.sportsvisionsusa.com. Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones alongside my good friend and traveling partner, Dale Williams. How are you, sir?
What's up, player?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I tell you what, the NBA Finals, man, is getting thicker and thicker. And I tell you, you know what? We thought that Cleveland was going to lay down, but the King has stood up.
King has stood up, and he got to continue to stand up if they still going to stand up.
Also coming up in the show, we have an opportunity to go into another one of our new segments, Where Are They Now?, with the legendary Rudy Allen. I tell you, man, that guy is special.
Oh, man, he's special, man. There were so many other questions I wanted to ask, man. We could go on and on and on, but good guy, always been supportive of us, and been a good example, man.
Also, it's that time of year, the Purple and Gold Golf Tournament. Robert Anderson will be here. All that and more next on Sports Visions.
Selection now, saving now, value now. Columbus is Nissan Town, and the Nissan Now sales event is on now. Now, save $5,000 on a new Altima. That's right. Now, drive a new Altima, an IIHS top safety pick with $5,000 in savings. The best time to buy is right now.
Nissan Now sales event. Don't miss it. We'll see you soon. Headquarter Nissan.
I'm Sequoia Jackson Ishman, owner of Sailor J Swimwear, and I'm inviting you out to our second annual Fashion Expo. Get your tickets today from one of our ticket selling locations or online at eventbrite.com. Early bird special ends on April 9th, so do not miss out on the hottest designers of 2016.
Welcome back to Sports Visions, the NBA Finals, man. I know that, of course, we taped the show a little earlier in the week, but one thing that did happen on Monday of this week, LeBron James brought the Cleveland Cavaliers back from the dead.
He brought them back from the dead, DJ, and, you know, one of the biggest things I just saw right off the bat was that, you know, okay, you the leader, and people usually fall behind their leader, and for him to go into games, want to get everybody involved, that's good, but he's got to turn up, DJ, and when LeBron James turns up, his teammates follow. Kyrie Irving, he's doing everything he possibly can do, player.
Those two combined for 82 points, 41 points apiece, back in Game 5. And, of course, Game 6 is going to be in Cleveland. Of course, that's on Thursday. It's on Thursday this week. However, like I said before, we taped this show before the game was played. So we're speaking to what seems to be the climate.
I mean, that's all we can do, DJ. I really, and again, I know I said that they were going to get swept, but now I think it's going to roll down to a 7th game. And really, the 6th game, we have to speak to that also. But I just think the Cleveland Cavaliers owe it to their fans to play very well when they go back to Cleveland, DJ.
Well, the series, again, and I heard somebody say this, when you talk about this game, you can't just go from game to game and say who's going to win. You just got to predict the series. And again, I predicted, I don't know how many games. I didn't care how many games. I thought Golden State would be the victor in this and for their second world championship. But again, by those early games, man, they were some teams. Some of those games were so lousy. I mean, it was hard to imagine that it was a championship game with the blowouts.
Well, it is like you said. It's crazy with the blowouts, but now it's getting competitive. Now all the rubber hits the road now, and one game, and everybody makes adjustments. And I think everybody's made those adjustments. The Draymond Green piece, him being out for a game, you got to take that into account. But really, all the adjustments have been made, DJ, and really, it really comes down to one thing: who wants it more?
I want to ask you this with regards to. One of the storylines that's been going on since the final start is I know that Steph Curry, Chef Curry, affectionately known, he hadn't played the game or the series like the MVP everybody wanted to play. So neither has LeBron, but they had their moments. But when judging from those two guys, obviously, does it change your mind at all about, of course, how the unanimous decision for Steph to be named NBA MVP?
No, it didn't change my mind. I think he had an outstanding year, and like I said early on. Not only should he would have won the MVP, but also the most improved player. He was the most outstanding player, the most improved player this year. He's worked at his game. He's a good person in the community. I really think I can fall into that. But the LeBron James piece, I've been kind of upset that he hadn't played harder and more competitive, and knowing that he is King James, the best player on the planet. Sometimes you have to sometimes you got to be selfish, DJ, and I think really he just doesn't have that selfishness in him to take over and lead. But if they do that, Cleveland Cavaliers, something good's going to happen for them.
It amazed me at the, again, we talked about Steph, and obviously you gave your opinion, and he was well deserved. But even with King James being one of the top players on the planet right now, still, had a few games that people were actually doubting this guy. And again, you know what? This guy has been great for a long time. And, it just disappoints me that people will judge him based on, these series and these championship finals. And you know what? This guy is one of the best basketball players. I mean, and I can mention him in the same breath with Michael Jordan, and that's my all-time favorite. But when you talk about the best, still, like I said, it just bothered me that during the series, people were doubting, even, talking about his manhood, how he was soft and, whining and whatnot. So that bothered me.
Well, DJ, it's the NBA playoffs, and no blood, no foul, for as even the fans are concerned, we're going to be hard on our superstars. But one thing about what I've seen with LeBron, he has that, the attitude that he can turn up and he can turn down. But when he's turned up, DJ, is no better player on the planet. I still think he's the best player on the planet. But I just think for his being unselfish, sometimes you have to be selfish. He is unselfish. He wants to get his teammates involved. But at the same time, he can turn up and he can be a great leader, and I think he's still a great leader for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
All right. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll have an opportunity to talk to a living legend from right here in the Chattahoochee Valley. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Philip Davitt with ENS Men's Clothing Warehouse. We'd like to say thank you, Columbus and the Bi-City area, for 20 great years on Macon Road in the heart of Columbus. We're inviting you out to our 20th anniversary sale with bigger savings and deals than ever before.
To help show our appreciation, ENS is offering complete suit and tux packages only $99. Jackets, pants, shirts, and ties, a $199 value for just $99. Find us on Facebook for details on how to win a suit or tux package. Come celebrate our 20th anniversary. ENS, where you get more for a whole lot less.
Truth be truth, the will to win will win. So intimidate your darkest fear. Revive every forgotten fantasy. Set goals you can never reach, then reach them. Count cards to fight fate stack deck. And if you want to win as much as you want to live, you're ready to reign on.
Come into Chester's Barbecue for our world-famous mouth-watering ribs, smoked fresh on our grill daily. Or try one of our barbecue pork plates with fresh sides. Chester's has delicious sandwich combos to choose from that are sure to please. We also serve tempting home-cooked favorites. And don't forget to take home your own bottle of great sauce. Chester's Barbecue, serving the best food at the best price. 3 locations to serve you.
And welcome back to Sports Vision. And on the segment on Where Are They Now, we're joined by the legendary Rudy Allen Jr., legend in this town for many years. Welcome to the show.
Good to see you, Brother Blue.
Hey, man, hey, that's good. I know you know me because you call me Blue.
Blue, don't tell lies on me. I don't know about being a legend in time, but maybe in mind.
Well, I'm going to let the people decide whether you're a legend or not. Great stories. Followed you all through your career. And yes, people out there, this is the Rudy that in the movie Rudy, he sacked. This is the real deal. Tell our people out there that don't know you a little bit about you, Rudy.
Well, I grew up in Columbus, Georgia, the oldest of 7 children. Daddy was a preacher, so I was a PK. And need I say any more about that? But grew up in a very loving family and played sports all through my life. Started playing baseball down at Edgewood early on, and we've just had an opportunity to have great support, from family and friends in this city, and we've always loved Columbus, and went away for a minute and decided to come back and sow seeds right here in the city.
Well, again, there's another legend in your household, and I would be remiss if I didn't admit Reverend Rudy Allen Sr.
Absolutely.
Now, and he's always been the leader of your whole family, and you got all the ministers in your family. I don't even go, everybody in the family is a minister.
Right, just about.
But talk to our people out there and our athletes about the way you came up from the standpoint of being at Rockchild, being the first one to integrate Rockchild, then going on to Kendrick High School, and then also to Georgia Tech?
Well, I was asked by my dad to take a ride one day, and didn't know where we were going, and he didn't ask. But when we got on the little trip, he asked me where was I going to school, and I told him very clearly, Dad, I'm going to school with the boys. I'm going to Carver. He said, you sure? I said, yeah, I'm real sure. He said, well, I think you need to, give it a second thought and go over here to the new school, over in East Columbus. And I said, Dad, I really want to go where my boys are going. He said, no, you need to go over here. So make a long story a little bit longer. When I got there, I realized that I was the only African American in the school. And back in the early 60s, there was a lot of racial tension even in this city. And of course, to make a long story just a little bit longer, I was challenged for my lunch money. I was called everything except a child of God. But really, it was there at that school that I grew up. One day in the classroom, I looked around in the classroom and I said to myself, I know that you sometimes try to act the class clown just to fit in. But as I looked around that room, Adele, I realized that these would be the same people that I would be competing against when I, got out into the world of work. So I went from the class clown to the teacher's pet, and I became a all-A student, and also excelled in football and basketball there. Went on to Kendrick High School, and there became a All-American quarterback, and then on to Georgia Tech, where we played 4 years and lettered, in Atlanta.
And before there was a DJ Jones and a Dale Williams, there was a Rudy Allen, the number 9, the Joe Gillum type, 6'2", 6'3" quarterback. You were the picture-perfect quarterback in our eyes and sight. When you look back now and you look at the opportunity, the way football is played now, what things do you kind of regret or wish you could do over again when it comes to that?
Well, one of the things, Dale, that I wish I could do over, I was mad. I was just mad at the situation, especially when I got to Georgia Tech. There was no doubt in anybody's mind that I should have started. But Pepper Rogers from UCLA, with his perm and his shoulder bag, in the wishbone, brought a young man in, and we were good friends, that was a defensive back, actually, and made him a quarterback. So that means that basically, I had to share time. And I was mad. And, sometimes that affects your performance. That affects how you mentor younger kids. But I think those that came behind us, the first 4 or 5 African-American athletes at Tech understood the struggle. That we were going through, and we made things much better, much, much better for those that have come along since that time. But if I could do anything over, man, I'd probably be, a little bit more settled in my ways, and basically not, just be mad just because, I didn't have the opportunity, to start, but I had an opportunity to show people that you can still be successful even though you may not, be in that starting role. So I just learned to be humble. That's the bottom line. I learned to be humble from that experience.
So all this football and all this experiences that you had to go through, segregated school, being the only black on the team, how did that help you in the business world when you got out?
Well, actually, even back in the Eastway days, I had to compete. Not only did I have to compete, I had to fight. I had to fight just for existence. And I recognized that education is free. And while I had that opportunity, I had to take advantage of that opportunity because, let's be honest, back when we were coming up, African Americans were not given opportunities they had to make opportunities. So, basically I had to learn not to count days. I had to make days count. So that's when I really started to, get down to business with academics. Athletics was never a challenge, but it was academics. And the same thing at Georgia Tech. That was a big challenge. But I learned to work. I knew I had to go to work. And I also recognized that possibly, pro football was a long shot. I was diabetic, and then, didn't get a lot of playing time. So I had to be prepared that, if I didn't get a chance to play pro football, I knew that I could be successful in the world of work. And we were.
There you have it. Rudy Allen, the living legend himself. We could go on and on and on, but check this out on our Facebook page. And again, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on the show, and appreciate everything that you've done for us and been a great role model.
Good to see you, my brother.
Thank you.
Amen.
We'll be right back at the moment.
If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, come see us at Express Motors, 1210 14th Street, Phoenix City, Alabama. Or give us a call, 334-384-9101, with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. In-house financing, the right vehicle at the right price for you. We don't want all your business, just yours. Come see us, 1210 14th Street, Phoenix City, Alabama, or go online, www.expressmotorspc.com.
Hello, I'm Coach Sonny Smith, former Auburn basketball coach, encouraging you to join me for the 4th annual MJ Basket Plus Youth Summer Camp. It's going to be at Carver High School Gym from 8:30 to 3 p.m.
Live in the spotlight with Sports Life Entertainment. Enjoy our 50-passenger luxury party buses or corporate coaches. For more information, contact us at 770-989-1340. And remember, it's all about that sports life.
Scott Sawyer with Diverse Power. Diverse Power wants our customers to enjoy all the benefits that reliable, consistent electric service provides. Our BPI certified technicians offer duct blaster testing of your HVAC ductwork to locate leaks. We also offer a full blower door examination that will qualify homeowners and home builders to meet the new Energy Code building standards. At Diverse Power, we offer innovation through vision, quality through service.
Welcome back to Sports Visions. Joining me right now is a good friend of Sports Visions, a good friend of Betty and Walter Jones. Mr. Robert Anderson, how are you, sir?
Yes, sir. Your mom,
my mom and
your
dad.
mom was in my high school class.
That's right. That's right.
We are still very good friends. But then if you're going to go back that for DJ, let's talk about it for real. I was your football coach at YMCA football.
That's right.
Too.
You sure were.
So I'm taking some credit.
And you deserve that credit.
Well,
but right
you,
now, of course, what we want to share with everybody out there is something that's been going on for 36 years, and your fraternity has been responsible for this good deed.
Well, thank you, sir. And yes, it is. It's the Purple and Gold Golf Tournament. We've been having it. This is our 37th year, and we are very proud to be able to say that we are happy to have it, because what we've done with these 37 years is give over $400,000 to young people going off to college, graduating from high school.
You know, when you talk about golf tournaments, and for the novice golfers out there, or the people that really don't understand what the game is all about, first of all, it's a great game.
Wonderful game. And
it's a way to network, and it's also when you find a way to raise money and help people, that makes it even better.
Yes, sir. I started this game many, many years ago when I was in the Air Force, played on sand greens out in Montana. Didn't have anything to do, and found out that it was a great game, and I've been doing it for years. And then, as you said, add in the fact that now we can do it and raise money and help our young folk makes it even better.
Now, again, we said this tournament, this will be the 37th year, but one thing that we know that, again, the golfers that come out and participate really enjoy the prizes and all the refreshments that are part of the tournament.
Well, the Purple and Gold is the premier golf tournament in Columbus. We charge you $125, but you get a goodie bag before you start. The goodie bag is going to have a cap. In fact, they called me today. The cap's already embroidered.
Okay.
We got a towel. You got crackers from Lance. You got a coupon from Burger King. You got a coupon from McDonald's. You got a coupon from Waffle House. You got a coupon.
Wow.
Well, all of that is in your bag, plus a sleeve of golf balls and tees, courtesy of Aflac. So you're going to have a good start already. Then you go out. You got 2 days of golf for $125. Includes your cart, and all of the amenities that go with the golf. Then in addition to that, we're going to have food. We grill chicken. Alabama Trade has come up and said they're going to help us with the chicken.
Okay.
We got those good old Omega hot dogs that you know you love, the Q dogs as they call them. And then we got, of course, all the beverages. One of your favorite folks is going to help us out with the adult beverages, and then Coca-Cola, Buffalo Rock, Knee-High, all of the regular beverages will be there as well. But you know, we're going to have a little Coors, and we're going to have a little Miller, we're going to have a little Heineken.
Right.
All of that's going to be a part, and it's free. It's all part of the deal.
Yes.
So all you need to do is sign
So
up.
for
and come play.
$125, we get all of that and golf.
And golf for 2 days.
2 days.
Yes,
2 days.
indeed.
Now, the thing about your tournament that's a little different than most when you play in these tournaments around the community, this is medal play. This is you're
Absolutely.
individual. You're on your own.
You're
It's
on your
not. It's
own.
not no best ball.
No, sir. It's medal play. Now, I don't want to scare anybody because
I'm already scared because you ain't gonna write no 125 on my card.
DJ, you're right on. You might win. we of course we're gonna have our championship flight, and it's gonna have players that are gonna shoot in the 60s and maybe the low 70s. But we also have 7th and 8th flight. If you shoot 100 2 days in a row, you'll probably win the 8th flight.
Wow.
And the prize in the 8th flight is the same as the prize in the championship flight.
Wow. Now I know we're only a few days out, but you
Right.
want for anybody that wants to register, that's watching this show, give us some information.
Right. The golf tournament itself.
You can look right there.
The golf tournament itself is on the 25th, 26th of June. That's next weekend, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. We have a big reception the night before at the Liberty Theater. All the golfers are invited along with their families. So we don't restrict that for anybody. In addition to that, if you want to sign up, you can go out to Fort Benning and sign up. George Cliff out there is helping us out. He's got flyers. I've got flyers. Any Omega has flyers, but you can also go online to purpleandgoldgolf.org, purpleandgoldgolf.org, and sign up online. So there's no way you can miss us. All you need to do is call me if you need to, 706-326-5668, and I'll get a flyer to you any way you need it.
Well, Robert, we appreciate you and everything that you do in this community, not only with the Megas, but all your long history of working in corporate America, and of course now as the chairman of the Liberty. Is that right? Are you the chairman?
I'm the board chair.
The board chair. So you are in charge down there. So.
Well, I'm maybe.
And we're going to be doing some things with you guys. And
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And we're going to have some information coming up in the near future, talking about some of the things that we're going to be doing with Mr. Anderson and the Liberty.
Well, thank you, and you guys do a great job here at Sports Vision, and I just encourage everyone, if they want to play and have some fun that weekend, to come on out, but also to stay tuned to Sports Vision. It's a great show.
One more time, when is this tournament, and how can they sign up?
The tournament itself is the 25th, 26th of June. You can sign up by going online, purpleandgoldgolf.org, or call me, 706-326-5668, or go out to Fort Benning, see Mr. Cliff. He's got plenty of applications. They'll take care of you.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
A smile is the most admirable thing you can wear. And for anyone age 1 to 101, Cook Dental Care has a smile for you. Dr. Kathy L. Cook offers a wide range of individualized, innovative services from basic preventative dentistry to specialized care. We provide comprehensive dental care for the entire family, including pediatric. Insurance, financing, walk-ins, and new patients are always welcome. So for your family's dental care, visit Cook Dental Care.
July the 11th through the 13th, 7 to 12-year-olds. July 14th through the 16th, 13 through 18-year-olds. Please contact Lester Hood at 706-580-9240 or DJ Jones at 706-681-1136. War Eagle.
Why do we have Aflac?
Aflac.
And Major Medical?
Major Medical, boy, yeah! I help pay the doctor. Ain't that enough for you?
There are things Major Medical doesn't do. Aflac pays cash so we don't have to fret.
Something families should get.
Like a safety net.
Even helps pay deductibles to cover your back with.
Learn about one-day pay at Aflac.com/wrap.
And welcome back to today's final segment of Sports Vision's deal. I know that Where Are They Now has gone over huge. The Facebook hits and phone calls and the emails. Man, people, we started with Andre Kennebrew last week, and again, today we had an opportunity to sit down with Rudy Allen, and it's just a great opportunity to get some information out to the folks out there.
It's good. I think it's going to be a great segment, DJ. And like I say, a lot of people know of Rudy Allen, but they don't know the background, don't know his history, and it's a lot of people in this area that we can go back and resources and check on and let people know where they are and a little bit about the history of Columbus and how it's been in the athletic field.
All right. Also, earlier in the week, some lives were changed as the Major League Baseball held their amateur draft, and 3 of our local high school baseball players, former high school baseball players, were taken in the Major League draft. And I tell you what, first and foremost, congratulations to Anthony Greer, the former Russell County Star by way of Auburn, was taken in with the 39th pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. And, we had an opportunity to feature him in our magazine last issue.
I knew last year, this guy, and even when he was at Russell County, that he was going to be a future Major League Baseball player. Hope he's very successful. He's a good player. He's always been, All-American. He was the Louisville Slugger All-American over at Auburn, doing his thing. And really, Auburn right here, DJ, they get some pretty good baseball players.
That's right. Also, congratulations to Josh Anthony. The Atlanta Braves took him in the 16th round, and I know we've been watching Josh ever since he was at Hardaway. He went on to Western Oklahoma State, where he is currently. He has actually signed to come back and play for Auburn, but I don't know. The Braves might go open their checkbook up.
Well, really, hats off to this guy. I've seen the work ethic. His dad is working with him. Eric, I know Eric is just elated, excited about Josh being drafted by the Braves, but at the same time, I think he's looking at the big picture also, DJ. He wanted to be in pro ball. Now he has the opportunity to start working on that, but at the same time, he can go to Auburn, get his education. But one thing about baseball, always go back and get your education, player.
Last but not least, the Detroit Tigers took former Columbus High School Blue Devil Hunter Swilling. And I know that you had an opportunity to follow Hunter's career.
Yeah, Hunter's had a great career, over there, went up under Bobby Howard. Great career. Hats off to him. And, one thing I look at baseball, it's a lot of time and work that goes into that baseball piece, player.
But Chad is actually the coach now, and who
That's right.
Hunter's been playing with, and didn't want to offend Chad because I'm sure he's going to take credit for this Swilling kid and him being his first pro baseball player that has played up under him. I tell you what, Dale, I think that's going to do it for all we have for today's show. For Dale Williams, I'm DJ Jones, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball. Have a great week.
Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you.